Imagine a world where you can sling spells and summon creatures to fight for you in a battle of wits and strategy, where every move you make shapes the fate of the battlefield, and the right decision will mean the difference between victory and death.
Sounds cool, right? Good, because let me talk about Magic the Gathering.
What up, I'm Syaz, and Magic the Gathering is a strategic trading card game where players take on the role of powerful mages known as planeswalkers, battling one another using spells, creatures, and even powerful artifacts. The goal of the game is to reduce your opponent's life total to 0, or sometimes even win through other special conditions. Looking at you, Approach of the Second Sun. Each player builds their own decks, drawing from different card types like lands which generate mana, and spells that summon creatures or trigger insane effects. The game follows a structured turn sequence including drawing cards, playing lands, casting spells, and engaging in combat. And now onto what makes Magic so interesting, the color wheel. Magic the Gathering has 5 different colors of mana that resembles a wheel. From the top of the wheel is white, followed by blue, black, red, and green. Each mana having their own philosophies and playstyles. White is the philosophy of order and faith. This means that cards in white generally spends its time making a huge army, and other times launching nukes left and right. White is also the color of faith and religion across all of the Magic multiverse. Next is blue. Blue is the color of knowledge and cognition. Blue spends most of its time drawing cards and finding more solutions to win the game. That or counterspells. I hate counterspells. The color black is associated with death and ambition. Black's philosophy is to win by any means necessary. In-game, this translates to using resources such as life and creatures dying to benefit themselves. Red is the color of passion and aggression. They use fast and hasty creatures like goblins to kill players as soon as possible. They also take the phrase YOLO very personally, and as such, they're much more impulsive than any other color. The last color of the wheel is green. Green is synonymous with nature and strength. They tend to take their time early on in the game, setting up more resources such as lands. Then, when they're ready, they summon strong and beefy monsters to trample over and kill their opponents. What's cool about decks in Magic is you can mix and match colors together and make the deck your own. Half of the fun in Magic is not even when you're playing, it's when you're brainstorming what cards to put into your deck and finding fun interactions between them. This brings me to Magic's most powerful card. Can you guess what it is? Could it be Magic's most iconic card, the Black Lotus? Or maybe it's a candidate from the list of the most powerful cards in Magic, dubbed the Power 9. Well, all of you are wrong. The most powerful card in Magic the Gathering is the Credit Card. Because holy shit, these cards are mad expensive. I'm not kidding. A single piece of freaking cardboard can cost more than a month's rent. You think you're just buying a few booster packs for fun, and next thing you know, you're out here taking a loan to finish your deck? Now you would assume with how broke I am that I would have self-control, or better yet, proxy my cards, but no. It's cause I'm in too deep. Just kidding. Honestly, I play on a budget. This means I still buy my game pieces, but because I'm on a budget, I have to be a bit more creative with what I put in my decks. There's always a cheaper alternative to a powerful card after all, but that comes at a cost. The cost being the deck's overall power level. But low-key, I kinda don't mind that. In my experience, I'd rather play at a low level anyway, so in a weird way, it kinda balances each other out. Also, real quick, if you guys are enjoying the video, consider liking and subscribing to the channel, and share it with your friends. It would really help the channel out, and I'd really appreciate it. Continuing on, by far my most favorite out of all the formats and the only one I'm actively playing in is Commander. Commander is a 100 card singleton format where every card in your deck except your basic lands are unique and not duplicates. What makes the format especially unique though is the Commander itself. You see, in this format, each deck is led by a legendary creature and you as the player have access to this creature in every game you play. This incentivizes you to play around this one card you constantly have, hence making the deck all about your commander and their unique traits. I always find it really cool to imagine yourself leading an army and having your general by your side planning out an attack. So far, I have about 4 commander decks that varies in power level and I love each and every one of them. If you want me to add more about my decks, do tell me in the comment section down below and maybe I'll do another video about them down the line. Now, I have some funny stories regarding my experiences with Magic. So, one day I was hanging out with my girlfriend and had decided to teach her how to play. It was really interesting to see her going through the motions of the game that I've basically mastered at that point. Now, the one thing that I emphasized to her was the upkeep phases. You see, in Magic, before you start your turn and draw your card, there is an untap step. It goes untap, upkeep, and draw. I taught her by saying these phrases out loud and just continued on in the game and not thinking about it too much. But when it goes back to her turn, I just hear untap, upkeep, and draw. And I don't know, man, but my heart friggin' melted. That shit was wholesome as fuck. Alright, this next story takes place in my local game store. I was playing Magic with a friend and some new strangers I haven't met before. One of them, let's call him, Bob. Now, I don't know what the deal is with Bob, but throughout the whole time we were playing with him, he kept on sighing in disappointment every time he draws a card. Like seriously, every time he draws a card and sees it, I can hear the world's smallest violin playing. Then when we actually finished the game, I went to ask him what's wrong and he responded by saying, "Man, if only I had drawn Bolas' Citadel, I would have won the game. I've been searching for it this entire game too."
What? What the fuck?
So you're telling me this entire game, this man has been hoping to draw one of the 99 cards in his deck and was sad that he didn't? Like, brother, the odds are solely against you at that point. Needless to say, whenever we play Bolas' Citadel, we always refer to it as Bob's Citadel from then on. Okay, so before I end the video, I just want to talk about Magic's community really quickly and shout out some amazing Magic content creators you should check out if you're ever interested in the game. YouTube channels like The Command Zone, Commander at Home, and Quintessential Commander makes really entertaining gameplay videos that you should definitely check out.
If any of you guys are looking for a guest, call me.
Solarian Community College, or The Professor on the other hand, makes really insightful videos about the state of Magic. And honestly, I think the man is just an icon. Also, nowadays, Magic has some pretty high-profile players as well. People like Post Malone and Moist Critical are big fans of the game, with Post Malone famously buying the One Ring for $2 million. So yeah, whether you're a normie casual player or someone willing to spend a fortune, there's a place for everyone in this community, and I hope I convince you in some way to check the game out. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. If you enjoyed it, maybe hit a like, consider subscribing while you're at it, and I'll see you guys next time.